someone asking about how to solve this question, and I thought this would be a really good one to explain because it's going to highlight something that you should probably always try to do with numeracy, and that is to draw out whatever the question's asking you. So let's read through first. So a teacher is organizing a warm-up for his PE students. He gets them to run on a netball court. He starts the students at one end, got them to run to the 1/3 line and back again, run to the 2/3 line, back again, and then the entire court and back again. If each third of a netball court is 10.16 meters, how far did the students run? Right, so the first thing I want to do, okay, I noticed that the question keeps talking about thirds, okay? It's talked about 2/3, it's talked about the 1/3 line, okay? So the kids are running by thirds, which means I'm going to split this rectangle up into thirds. Okay, so there's my 1/3 line. Whoops. This can be my 2/3 line. Okay, so here's where 2/3 of the court is. Here's where 1/3 of the court is. With this question, the maths isn't actually that hard, but you do need to understand what on earth you're doing. So let's try draw out what's happening, okay? The kids, they're going to start here. They're running to the 1/3 line and back. Then they're going to run to the 2/3 line and back. Then they run the whole court and back. Okay, now they've told me that each third of the netball court is 10.16 meters. So that means from here to here, that's 10.16 meters. Right, so on the first lap, they're running there and back. I'm going to write that as 10.16. If you want to say 10.16 plus 10.16, go ahead, but I'm going to use times 2. Okay, we're doing that twice. Then they're going out to the 2/3 line and back. Now, 2/3, that means that there are 2 1/3, right? Because we know 1/3 plus a third would get us to 2/3. Okay, so I'm going to now, for that second lap, I'm going to say 10.16 times 4. Okay, so I'm going to say 2/3 out, 2/3 back. Right, now the last lap is going to be 10.16 times 6. Okay, because now I'm doing 3/3. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing it twice. Maybe if I break this out, it might look easier. Okay, so it's essentially saying 10.16 times 2, that's the first lap, plus 10.16 times 2 because it's double the length of a third, and times 2 because we're going out and back, plus 10.16 times 3 times 2, yeah? The 3 is because it's a third, so like 3 times a third, that's 1 lap, and then we're going out and back, so that makes it 2 laps. Okay, the top and the bottom thing, they're exactly the same. I just wrote it out to try to help you understand why it's 6 and 4. Okay, so now all you do is you enter that all into your calculator. So I'm going to do that. And that gets me my answer of 121.92 meters. And the person who asked this question, they had the answer, and this is the correct answer. Okay, so this is my final answer. Hope this helps.